All right, how we doing? Good, sir. Man, it is our July graduation. Our July graduation. Can you believe it that in a couple few days it's going to be August? Which means you're going to be sending your kids back to school, which means it's already September, which means 2018 is already almost over. So let me be the first to say Happy New Year 2019. Can't take credit for that. I saw that this morning. I had to repeat it. It's already the end of July. Man, that was fast. That was very fast. We've got a really cool show happening tonight. We've got a lot of people moving on to the next belts, but we have two individuals that are going on to Shodan, or their first degree black belt. First degree black belt. So let's hear it first time for our graduates. Now let them hear it. Before we get on to you, we have some helpers, and we've got to introduce our black belt panel. Please help me welcome Shane Toshi Stevens. And on-shoe Stephen K. Hayes. Individuals over here, they're going to be donating their bodies. They're going to be trying to attack you tonight, so let them have it. Let them have it. Not me so much, but let them have it. Pete Hagar, let's hear it. Mike Brown. Bill Redley. David Boyd. And Matthew Shotoshi Herbert. Oh, it's hiding in the shadows, literally practicing their ninja skills. Lyle Arabi over here. Excellent ninja hiding skills. All right. Going on to Shodan, first degree black belt. Please help me welcome Andrea Abajouti. All right. Kyle Garrett. Lauren Burt. Elise Burt. Isha Singla. Harley Goodrich. Ella Forkey. Joe Price. Rounding up the adults, Anthony Lauer. Going on to first degree black belt for our youth, Ken Kate Strong. All right. Ben Tran. Max Patrick. Jinda Callers Epley. Elena Cologne. Ayla Herbert. Zoe Dunlap. All right. Aaliyah Rose Landon. Claire Gazzi. Elise Neal. I'm sorry, Elias Neal. Keegan O'Brien. Last.
All right, everybody give our graduates another round of applause. And everyone in that ready position.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come to attention.
Yes, sir.
Take a breath. And salute. Legs back in that ready position.
Yes, sir.
Do our student creed loud and what?
Proud.
Begin.
I believe in myself. I am confident. I can accomplish my goals. I believe in what I studied. I am disciplined. I am ready to learn and advance. I believe in my teachers. I show respect to all who help me progress.
14-point code of mindful action. Go as far as you know. Begin.
I protect life and health. I avoid violence whenever possible. I respect the property of state's law. I avoid taking what has not been offered. I develop significant relationships. I avoid using others for self-gain. I thoughtfully express the truth. I avoid confusion of dishonest words. I cultivate a positive attitude, a healthy body, health, happiness, peace of mind, whatever I need. I avoid violence, disturbing, and unlimited speech. I promote harmony and positiveness to promote the best of everyone. I avoid causing alienation, doubt, and division among others. I encourage all to speak purposely from the heart. I avoid the dull contempt of gossip and small talk. I am enthusiastic about others' children when I know my own. I avoid drinking of the success that cause my lives. I promote the enjoyment of life and encourage others to smile. I avoid setting myself against the world. I promote the search for the personal realization of truth. I avoid seductive comfort and narrow-mindedness. I accomplish what must be done in a timely, effective way. I avoid putting off doing that which will benefit me in my world today. I strive to be so strong that nothing can disturb my peace of mind. I avoid the negative effects of worry, doubt, and regret. I work to build love, happiness, and loyalty amongst all members of my family. I avoid putting temporary personal benefit ahead of the welfare of those I love.
Awesome. Give them another round of applause. Stay out here, level 2 and green belts. You're going to go right on over there and have a seat.
Go, go, go! Here we go, level 1. Here we go, black belt. Boom.
All right.
Alright, level 1.
Yes,
Hey, back off. Stop, 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 stop. Stay back. Hands up. Take your arm, go like that punch when I say go. Say what?
Stop!
Go.
Stop!
Cross punch.
Stop!
Grab on a knee.
Stop!
And hit their ear.
Stop!
Stepping back just like that. Can you do it?
Yes, ma'am.
One at a time?
Yeah,
One at a time. Right, we take strong.
Sir. Here we go, King Gate. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Be ready, be ready. Stop! 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 All right. Good. Here we go, go. Hands up. Hands up. Defense. Oh, yeah, like a tiger.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Good job. Yeah, hands up.
Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hey.
Hurry, Anthony.
Stop! 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 Stay back!
Here we go.
All right, now. They are being extremely nice to our faces. Their faces. In this case, I want you to bang. You're slamming into that. Drive as hard as you can there. Throw that knee, shove out, back up with your hands up. Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
You are delivering with these strikes. Let's start with Joe.
Here we go. Slam in there. Slam in there.
Stop it! Stop it!
That's
Hands up, hands up.
it. Anthony.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Bang.
Stay back!
Here we go. Andrea, like it down. Let's
Stop, stop,
Bang.
stop.
Boom.
Stay
Nice.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Ooh.
Stop!
Here we go.
Stop! 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 Stay back!
If you want to sandbox this with me, as that person comes in, they grab us and give us this choke. We're gonna put our hands up like little lobster claws, step back, push down, circle our hands around, right back there, so we can deliver more punishment if we need to. There's an alternative version to that. When they come in and they choke us, we step back, our hands come up on the inside, we're gonna strike, strike, step back, finishing in the Zanshin. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Right, one at a time.
Yo, hands up, hands up. We gotta come get you.
Stop it! Sit down!
Yeah. Here we go, there we go. Follow up.
All right, King.
Hey,
Yeah.
stay back, man. Stay back.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Ooh.
Stay back.
Stop! Stop!
Go, yeah.
Stay back!
Stop.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that works.
All right, level 1.
Yes, sir.
Now, audience, give them a round of applause.
All right.
Response in class.
Yes, sir.
Sweet having you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. I just wanted to make sure. Because we're just going to have all of you, one at a time. You're going to come out. 2 attacks. They could get 2 punches. They could get 2 chokes. They could get a choking punch. They could get a punch and a choke. That's it, guys.
Yes, sir.
They have to decide. They don't know. They just got their hands up and they're ready to respond. We're gonna start with Listen.
All right.
All right, let's go. 2 seconds. Be ready, ball. Bang.
Stop.
Good.
Stop.
Good. Good.
Stop. Stop.
Whoa, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stay back. Stop it. Stop it.
Good.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Good job.
Hey, stay back. Stop. Stay back.
Nice. Good.
Stay back. Stop. Stay back. Hey, stay back. Stop. Stay back.
Oh, man.
Stop. Stay back.
Whoa.
Stop.
There you go.
Stop.
There you go.
Yeah, boom. Next person's out.
Nice.
Stop it. Stay back.
Hey, what's your problem?
Stop it. Stay back. Stop it. Stay back. Stop it.
Here you go.
Give them all away.
Yeah.
This red tape. Very good. Come with me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take a breath. Come on.
Ball up 2. Hey, run it out. Come on, like you're on fire.
Run it out. Let's spread out a little bit.
That's not gonna work on me. Let's stop.
No. Back off.
All right, here we go. One hand up. We're gonna take your left side forward. We're gonna step back and out and strike that on. Ready? Go. No. Deliver a cross strike. Go.
No.
Rising shin. Go.
No.
Good. Back up, hands up. We're gonna do it one more time, the whole thing. When I say go, ready? Go. No.
Stay back.
Very nice. Good. All right, we're gonna do this. Let's still do this one at a time. Let's get Zoe on this. Hands up.
No.
That's it. Good.
All right, here we go. Easy on, dude. That's all right.
Keep going.
Don't stop. Keep going.
Back, do it again. Come on. You got it.
You can do it.
Good, there you go.
There you go.
Whoa! Get that 45 with your feet.
Nice. That's it. Good.
Get that 45.
Your feet.
Nice.
That shoulder point right at it.
Good.
Keep your feet up, but hit that 45.
All right. Your feet. There you go. Better angle. Hit that angle.
Bam.
All right, there we go. Elias, that 45.
Left front feet. Let's scoot away from the wall. a bit. We're going to move our feet. We're going to move our feet. Now, audience, again, our students have taken care of us. Some of them might be pulling a little bit, so we're going to let you hit some things. Now, make sure you move your feet. So we're just each motion. I move my feet. Move your feet. Move your.
Sir.
Don't be tempted to stand there, stand your ground. You should have been on the mat for that level 1 defense. This is water where we're moving our feet. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.
Come on.
Here we go.
Move your feet.
There you go. Zoe running out. There you go. Each emoji. Run out there like you mean it, girl. There you go. What's up? Boom. Running out. Yeah. Oh, here we go. 45.
Wait a second. You move your feet. Move your feet.
Your feet.
Water back.
There you go.
Over in the screen.
Look behind you. There you go. All right.
Reach the center.
There you go.
Good. Go. Move your feet. That was better.
Nice.
Good.
45.
And then
Pick feet up. There you go. Nice. Feeling good. All right. Oh my goodness.
yeah, very good.
All right, both of you back up on your feet.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, hey.
Oh. No. Stop.
Somehow we get to the ground. Everybody step forward.
Yes, sir.
Tuck your heads when we get to the ground. Don't use our hands because if you go back like that, you break something. So we get to the ground. We find them here. They're coming down with these punches to our face. We want to have our hands up here protecting our face, and we are going to shrimp out of the way. Either way, I don't care. Ready? Go.
No.
We bring our feet up. We kick.
No.
Hands to the side. Gain space, keeping our eyes on them the whole way through. Okay? Do not
Yes, sir.
turn back, finishing in the sunshine. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Coming at you.
All right, Zoe, come out. Go.
Yeah, two times.
This way a little bit.
Go, Bob.
Over.
Get Lava.
Here we go. Shift way to the side. Whoa, other side. There you go. Way to get to your side, Aaliyah. Good job. Good job. Here we go. All the way over. There you go, Ella. Way to get to your side. Keep going.
Hold on. Look. That way.
Yeah.
No.
There you go. Kick it.
No. Stay up.
Good. Up and out. Here we go. All the way to your side. Yeah, way to create space. Go. Here you go, Elias. Put those hands in. Oh, yeah. Oh, chip it.
Nice chip.
Get. Good job.
Yes, ma'am.
You again?
Get head lock. Take your right leg, step out and hit. Go. Reach their nose, pull back, crab walk back.
No.
Can you do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Two at a time. Let's have adults up here, youth up here. Go.
Good. That's where you are headlocking your friend.
I'm not attacking you.
Dog, come here.
Nice.
Very good.
Pull it.
Go. Zoe, that's it. Whoa, yeah.
smack. That's it. Oh, yeah.
Here you go, Ella. Smack. Oh, that's a great smack. Good job, Ella. Yeah. Rip. Wow. Jumping song. Here you go.
Smack.
No.
Bang. Hit.
No!
Move with it.
No!
Go on to Dave. Good shot. Good shot on the shoulder. Here we go. Pop. Bang.
Stop it! Stay back!
Good job. Here we go. Pop.
Reach up. Last drop.
Yeah, buddy.
Give them a round of applause. Let's get excited. If you have a brown belt, stand up.
Yes, sir.
If you have a black stripe going the whole length of your belt, so you are a blue-black or a red-black, stand up. All right, they're going to come out one at a time. They're going to get 2 or 3, or they're going to get a couple attacks. It's going to be one of the ones that we practiced, but they don't know which one. They're just ready. They've got hands up. They're aware. Unless they get headlocked and somebody comes up behind them. I don't know. That very well could happen. Let's start with Aaliyah over here.
Hands up. You ready?
No!
Doing that.
Whoa.
Cool.
Good job.
There, Gotsy, come on out.
Run out there. There we go. Another one out. Another person out. Oh yeah. Here we go. Pop. Go.
Stay back!
Oh yeah.
Stop, stay back!
Yeah, Mela.
Stop it!
Oh, yeah.
Smack it. Pull his ear off.
All the way to your side. Yep.
No!
Good.
No! Do that!
Beat it. Yeah. Go back.
No!
Oh
No!
man.
Andrea, jelly.
Different attack. Yeah. Oh, move with it though.
Oh, keep going. Keep going.
45. Yeah. Bang.
Yeah.
Good job.
Excellent. Oh, you're taking a round of applause.
Run now.
Line up shoulder to shoulder. And come to attention.
Yes, sir.
Take a breath.
Don't know. I got to
Level 2, have a seat. Level 3, come on out.
Run it out. Your time to shine.
Me too. Yes, ma'am. You're going to hit their head, use your wind footwork, catch their arm. Go.
No!
You're going to knee. Go under their arm, go back, guys, like you know how you throw. Be careful where you're throwing your attacker. One at a time.
Let's do one at a time.
All right,
Sir.
we'll start with Kyle.
Run out. Be
Be ready. Whoa, oh man. Out and around. There you go.
Throw a knee.
Okay, there you go.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
So Max, back to it.
Whoa,
Knees.
nice.
Run out.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Go.
All right, Max, come on.
You're winning.
Look it out. Whoa.
Underhook and throw.
Nice, good.
Right. You don't need to use that wind footwork. Bang, knee, bang. Good.
Nice.
All right. Go, wind footwork. Oh, bang.
Good.
Get low.
Footwork now.
Take him down hard as possible.
Nice. There you go. Good.
Nice, stand up. Good feet. Wait, bang. Get low, get low. Bang, bang. Here we go, kid.
Oh, it is.
Breathe, Grant.
Nice job.
Nice. Got it. Nice. Nice.
All right, level 3, back up on our feet.
Yes, sir.
Now, make sure. Like, out and around. Out and around. You're going to use that footwork to deliver. Knee with that back leg. Drive. Then do it on your other side. 1, 2. There we go. What are you doing?
Yes, sir.
Come on out.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Back knee.
All right. Kyle, run it now.
Yes.
Yeah, do it.
Do it now.
Out there.
Do it.
Oh,
There you go, Kyle, other side.
bang. Bang. There you go.
Good, good. Here we go, man. Light it up. Bang. Bang. Good. One. Try that knee. Get low. Get low. There you go. Chin the way. Keep your knees bent. Good job. Good, good. Legs engaged. Bang. There you go, Ben. Wham. Nice, Ben. Good job, Ben. Bang. Good job. Wham. Yep. All right. Wait. Good.
Level 3 on your feet.
Yes, sir.
This guy.
This easy, friend.
Hey, get off.
Hey, easy. I think easy comes someone else. Easy. Easy. This Muso Dori. Audience, in case you couldn't quite see what's happening, there's this just really nasty elbow lock. This dangerous person, this silly person decides to grab us. Our hands on the inside. Shadow box this with me. We're going to deliver this awesome shuto and freeze. Go. Easy. Excellent. We're going to underhook, lock that arm, and then fall into Ichimani. Go. Yeah. That will put that lock on them. Not so much me. It's going to put those locks on those training partners. So listen for the tap, feel for that tap, because if it goes on quick, we could be early hands here. Let's do this 2 at a time.
Max, you're going to be out front. Good. Kyle, you're going to be right back here. Give him a round of applause.
Shoot go. Underneath. Yep, there you go.
Like ground.
There it is. There we go. There we go. Shoot go. Keep going, Kyle. There we go.
Good, man.
Shoot go. Get behind. You had it. Just keep walking. There we go. Finishing your term. Yep. Here we go, Elise. Shoot go. Get behind. Good job. Hey. All right.
Watch the tap. Watch the tap.
Wait. Get in behind.
Good.
Whoa.
That's all right. That's all right.
Stay close. Careful. Good, Ben. Good. Bang. Careful.
Demon Crusher. They're coming in with this big, could be a hit, could be a stab. We're here. Step forward a little bit.
Yes, sir.
When that comes in, we're going to wind out of the way. Pause right here. I like going, we're going outside. I like putting my hands right here. As they retract back, we're gonna reach under, grab our own arm, bend our knees. Okay?
Sir. Sir.
Youth version. Sorry, forget that one. You're gonna come in, wind out of the way, knee, push away, finishing in Zanshin.
Can I see that with Miss Lila attacking?
Do that again. There it is.
Drive that knee and shove out. Max, you're gonna be right on up here. Kyler, you're gonna be right.
Run it out, Max, run it out. Here we go. Your knee chucking.
Whoa. Follow it.
Hey! Kyle, good job. Here we go, Elise.
Boom.
Go line up.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, man. Oh, man, follow it in.
Stay down.
Good. Give them a round of applause. You have a green belt with a black stripe going all the way through it. Stand
Sir. Sir.
Take your breath.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna come out one at a time. They're gonna get 2, 3. Let's do 2. We'll do 2 attackers, but they have multiple attacks that they could encounter. Everything that we've done tonight, but they don't. And let's bring Ben out here. Oh man! Whoa! Good.
Stay with it.
Run it out, run it out.
Yeah, knees are bent. You're ready.
There it
Well,
is.
keep going.
Good. That's it.
Stay with it.
Whoa.
Nice.
Max Patrick, get on out.
Got some Max.
Oh, wait, hit it again.
Keep going.
You're good.
There you go.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Keep moving.
Go. You're right there. Keep going.
All right. Very good. Get high.
Austin, you
Oh, jeez.
Nice job, Andrea.
Good. Go. Grab his head. There you go. Keep moving, get small, move ball. Good job. Go, be great. Be great.
Keep moving.
And come to attention.
Yes, sir.
Take a breath. Everybody have a seat. Everybody have a seat. Yeah, you can. That's all right. Clap. Don't be afraid to clap. That's it. You can take your gear off if you like. The next step, some of those, and by some I mean the 2 that are going to black belt this evening, have been working on demonstrations to show you, man, this is what I've learned. These are things that I like. This is what I enjoy about this martial art, just to show off. So we're going to start with Kincaid. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Kincaid, strong. All right.
What do you guys want? Hey, take it easy, man. Hey, take it easy. Easy. Stay back. Hey, stay back. Hey, take it easy. Hey, easy. Yes, you stay down, man.
Take your time.
No. 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 Stay down. Hey, that's a knife. Hey, you can put the knife down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. No. Stay down. Stay back. Man, I didn't do anything. No. Stay down.
Nice.
Stay back. Stay down.
Very good. Andrea, Alvin.
Stay back. Stay back. Said stay back.
Nice.
What's that?
There you go.
Oh, good.
Oh, man.
Now they're not entirely done yet, though. Mr. Kincaid, strong.
Yes, sir.
Stand back up.
Yes, sir.
It's a fun part. Not that it hasn't been fun already.
It has always been fun.
All right.
Yeah.
I have knifers over here, ready to knife you.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
All right. Would you like to confer with us?
You're there, sir.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Okay.
Look at this. Take out.
He looks like he wants to kill me. Yes, sir. All right. Stay back.
Keep moving.
Stay
Keep
back.
moving.
Stay back.
Clear the unit, clear the unit.
Go back in the middle.
Get center, Kincaid. Get center. Get to the center.
Freeze,
Center.
freeze,
Get to the
freeze.
center. There we go. Yeah. Oh, good timing. Good. That's out.
Good. That's it, Kincaid. Good, nice. Good. Wait, back to the center, Good.
Guys, pay attention. Yeah. Good. Got one more.
Whoa. Good.
Almost got one more.
Okay.
No different.
Get him. Nice. All right on the edge.
There you go. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Knee. Come on, Andrea. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Nice job.
That's it. Keep straight. Keep straight.
Keep it. Keep it.
That's right. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Keep moving. Knees.
There you go. There you go.
Nice.
Outside.
No different. Breathe. You got it.
Yeah. Good time. Nice.
Next up are individuals who've already been through this. They're working on the next piece, the next little part of their belt. So it takes a while to get to black belt. Andrea and Kincaid, you've been training a while?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It takes a little bit, and it takes longer. You're getting to get to second degree. Longer even still to get to third and fourth, and so on and so on. Working on those pieces, Alex Kristen, come on out.
All right, Alex.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Bump into you. No.
There you go.
Sorry, over there. No.
Nice. Good.
I just want to go home. It's right that way. Not out.
Go, Alex. Don't die.
Hey!
Nice. Oh.
Hey!
Nice.
Good. There you go.
Oh!
Hey.
Working on a piece of that second degree. Lila, Ravi.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
Philip Resden.
Nice, Bill.
Careful. Oh, careful.
Break guard!
How's it going? No, 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 no.
Oh, hey, all right. Good job. Yep, careful. Good job.
Pete Hagar! There we go. Okay.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Stop! Stop it!
Keep going. Nice.
That's it.
There you go. Nice, man.
Very.
Keep moving. Way to keep moving. Good. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Scared? That's love. Everybody healthy? Mostly? Mike Brown!
Hey, take it easy. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stay back! Take it easy, take it easy.
Breathe. Easy, easy.
Go. Oh, yeah.
Now working on an even bigger piece, working on that piece of the 4th degree. Eli Sure.
Yeah, good. Nice positioning, Eli.
Andrea, what's up? How you doing, man? Hey, I don't want to.
I told you you can't come here.
Wrong guy. I don't want to.
Oh.
Robert Hayes Santos.
Oh, see, I can kick too. None of this is planned, by the way. Just make this up as we go.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah, give all demonstration go around. Let's go close. So everybody stand up. And black belt, let's scoot on over here. We're gonna make our black belt line right across this way. You
Yes, sir.
and adults, when you hear your name, you're gonna come out here. We're gonna run down. Give 5 to everybody down this line. Pause. Take a breath. Salute and receive your diploma. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Line up.
Abby,
Line up, guys.
You line up the way you are.
After you've given everybody 5, you've received your diploma, you've looked me in the eye, and we've saluted. As you go back to line, salute the crowd. Salute the crowd.
Sir.
Yeah, and then jump back in your place.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Keegan O'Brien, blue belt. Elias Steele, blue black. Elias, you look great out there. Clara Gotzi.
Excellent. Nice form. Very nice.
Salute the crowd.
All right, youth.
Salute the crowd.
Practice with.
Wonderful job. Congratulations. Very nice.
Yeah, like it's. Yes!
Old habits die hard.
Zoe, come out!
She took her skin time up. All right, Bob. Don't let us down. And now you salute the crowd.
Ayla Herbert.
No.
Nice.
You did good. Good job.
I'm going to take a moment. Elena was demonstrating a technique against a much taller person, and involved a kick, and she got the arm trapped, and she just didn't have the leverage on the arms. Now, she could have stepped further back and maybe would have had the leverage on them, but there's a lot of enormous amount of pressure. Everybody watching, and you're trying to remember how to do the technique. So instead, Elena just kneed him again and took him down. I was so impressed.
All the way from Michigan, Jinda Cathers Epley.
Yeah, come on,
We're going to salute you for participating. We're going to salute you for participating.
We're going to be right here. I'm going to grab one side of your belt.
Yeah.
He's going to grab the other. And
1, 2, 3. You were dynamite out there tonight. I was impressed.
Good job.
Yes, congratulations. Good job.
Joe Price, yellow belt.
Good job.
Good job, Joe.
Hello, floor key.
this person was kind of on the edge of graduation. Do you mind me saying that? Man, and didn't quite have it. Had a blue stripe. Had things to work on. And just I'm gonna get it. I'll get it. This is what I want. It was pretty cool watching you this past week come in and see, oh, my techniques weren't quite where they needed to be. And as you progress, you look great out here. Kyle Sheridan's.
Next individual we actually want to salute, earned his first degree black belt from us years ago, came back and started training again, and he's still wearing his youth black belt. So we'd like to salute this individual tonight to his adult black belt. Chris Sharp!
It still fits him now.
I know.
Yep.
All right.
Well, look at that.
Welcome to adult black belt.
Awesome.
Kincaid Strong.
Kincaid writes, I wish to thank my training partners, my father, my mother, myself for pursuing, and especially the founders for making this martial art. I've been training in it for 4 years, and I love this family I was introduced to, and the art in its peach core. I can honestly relate this place to a peach. You have the fuzzy part, which is getting to come in for the first time. Then after that, you get to the peach, which is the community, sweet and awesome, helping you advance. Finally, the pit, or the core of this fruit, is the art of this martial art that you learn.
Nice. Wow.
Black belt.
Been at this belt for a little bit?
No.
Yeah, have you been at this belt for a
Oh,
little bit?
have been, yes, sir.
Yeah, man, and just filled up with stamps. Elemental testing, I have to say it almost every time, especially through the brown belts. It's not easy. We'll get to you, it's not easy. It's a lot to push through. And you went through some, you didn't make it. Yeah, and man, watching you, your last, through this belt, you've changed a little bit. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Just watching some of the youth as they start younger, they get into greens and they get into the browns, and there's like this preteen, and we've all been there, we've all seen it, this preteen age where sometimes you're taking it seriously, sometimes you're not, you're figuring things out. And watching you decide to train was really cool. It wasn't just somebody bringing you, you wanted this, and you changed, and look at you. This is awesome. Where's the family? Family, come on out.
Dad's up here.
Hey, Mom.
Dad's up here. Jeff's been training, I mean, we trained across the way. Been training for years, and decided to bring Kincaid in, and to hear Kincaid say, you just asked, is this something you want to do? And it's just really cool watching you guys, bringing them in, sitting and supporting, watching them. Thank you so much. And
And I told Mr. Hayes 4 years ago when we walked in here, it's time to turn him into a man. What do you guys think?
The experience of the Quest Center, you know, we've done our best to make it as positive as possible with a pretty challenging martial art. Pretty challenging martial art. The first level, we have like 12 fights that people have to get involved in. They have to tell what is coming their way, how to defend against it, and then you have to learn how to do it effectively. Then there's level 2, where you have to use timing and distancing and so forth. And we have what's called an elemental testing, where we bring everybody in together and we're on purpose not so supportive. We're working on the spirit. We're working on the brain as well as the body. Has anybody here not passed an elemental test?
Yes, sir.
Look at all the hands that go up, you know? And people volunteer to be here, so you'd think, well, man, I didn't pass. I'm going to quit this and take up something easier. Maybe there's an easier martial art out there. No. How many didn't pass your elemental test and were unhappy about it? Yeah, no, we're not happy. But we make a promise. We make a promise. We are going to turn you into something far beyond your expectation. And sometimes you might doubt yourself. Sometimes you just need a little more time working on the technique. Sometimes you get confused. Sometimes us being rough on you, an elemental test, we're not supportive. We're not joking around. We're serious. Oh, that can be intimidating. All of these things that's going to happen outside the dojo. Outside the dojo. Somebody comes up and wants to kidnap you or steal your money or do worse. Also happens at school. How many have experienced or at least seen some kind of bullying behavior at school?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how about out here? How many have seen bullying behavior at school? We had bullies in the 1950s. 2018, we got bullies. So what we're gonna do is figure out a way to handle that. How about adults? How many have seen bullying behavior in an office setting? Yeah, how about out here too? Yeah, bullying behavior. Somehow it feels good to bully, to throw your weight around, your authority. How are you going to deal with that? How are you going to deal with that? Well, I'm just going to leap into my stance and punch him out. No, you're not. You need some mental way of positioning yourself so that that person can't get away with it. That's what we cover in here as well. Body, our physical technique. Mind, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. It's not going to work. And the spirit. And sometimes it takes failing. How many didn't pass an elemental test and say, oh, I'll show you next time. Oh, yeah. I'll show you next time. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's all involved in changing and growing as a human being. Changing and growing as a human being, and one more positive person out in our community. So I salute everybody here tonight. Very nice, very nice.
Abu Johnny, get up here.
Andrea writes, I would like to thank my family and friends who have been supportive of me, both directly and indirectly, during the past 4 years. I would also like to thank every teacher who has ever taught me, for a single class or dozens, every training partner I've ever had, for giving me even the smallest insight into how to grow as a martial artist, and every person who has greeted me with a smile as soon as I walk into the dojo and made me feel welcomed and that this is where I belong.
we're going here to the middle. So, what to say about Andrea? What a journey it has been to watch you learn, advance, and grow in times where, at some points, crash and burn, right? At some pretty low points, right? Some pretty stressful things, some pretty low points. But one thing about this particular martial art is the idea of perseverance. And because I persevere, because I put up with, and sometimes I'm not putting up with physical things. Sometimes I'm putting up with mental things, right? And so I'm putting up with, and I'm putting up with, I'm putting up with, and then because I put up with, I learn, I advance, and I become stronger, and I elevate myself to the next stage. Be easier just to give up. Anybody think that'd be a valid statement? Sure. Yeah, commitment in our culture right now is just give up. It's easier to give up. 4-year-old child, I don't want to do it. Oh, okay, Jimmy. You're the parent. You are the parent. The child is relying on you. And so what I mean by just making a statement, how powerful that is. No. I commit to myself, I commit to my community, I commit to my family that I'm going to grow, I'm going to advance as a human being. That is the greatest gift you can give anybody. They're that powerful. They're that powerful. Well, guess what? They need all of you too. They need all of you too. They need a community, not just here, but at home to support, to grow and advance. But at the end of the day, you made a decision because you could have chose A or B, right? I think you chose right. What do you think?
Yeah.
So at a point in time, did you ever want to quit this martial art? Yep. Now, what you do not know about this individual, and it's not my place to say, but you're in college.
Yep.
And would you like double majored,
Yep.
right? Yeah. And now you're writing a thesis.
Yep.
So it's not like she doesn't have a lot of things going on in her life to come in here at some pretty low points and feel like, what am I doing here? But you did it. And the most powerful thing, when we're talking about martial arts means to stop violence, and violence originates inside. Anybody can teach another human being how to hurt them. That's easy. That's easy. But here at the Quest Center, the most powerful gift is watching other people learn, advance, and grow and become stronger because people care. And I think the coolest thing to watch is you decide that you're going to be powerful. You make that decision. You put up with, you grow, you elevate yourself. And I just want to personally salute you because we had a pretty heavy talk and at a pretty low time. But guess what? You showed up the next day. And for me, that was one of the coolest things to watch because really, these are the trophies in our community. These are the trophies. We don't have any trophies on the wall because what do trophies do? They collect dust. You engaging out there in the world, changing lives is truly the most powerful thing. You've changed your own life. Your essay was incredible. I cannot wait to see where you go. Let's give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
We're going to salute some individuals tonight. They've been working on, as you start to advance in this martial art, it takes years and years and years to let go of some things that we're holding on to that are no longer serving us. So we'd like to salute some individuals that are growing. They're advancing here with a star. It's just a reminder of, hey, I'm growing, I'm advancing. So we'd like to call these individuals up one by one. Alex Kirsten! Good job. Philip Resnick. Elisha! What's up, Next, we'd like to invite several individuals to come up and make a commitment. So as you can see this wall over here, these are all individuals that make a commitment to themselves, to their families, to their communities that they're going to put up with. They're going to advance. They're not going to quit. Because built into the program, in this program, you're going to want to pack your bags. You're going to want to go home. Whether it's emotionally, it's physically, it's life, I'm going to come up with every excuse, but the most important excuse you can always come up with to do something is you're worth it. Make an excuse, and that's the only one you need. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. So we're going to make these individuals come up and make a declaration to the world, to the universe, that they are powerful enough to earn their black belt. Elena Colon! All right, so here's what we're going to do. Philip actually travels all the way from Philadelphia. He's one of our long-distance students that comes in. So this definitely isn't the closest school to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're gonna salute these individuals tonight as they make a commitment. To the world. So what I'm going to invite you to do when you are ready, you're going to take a big deep breath in. You're going to step forward one by one. Okay, I'm going to invite you to look out to the community. Okay, find your parents. Okay, find your friends. Find your community. You make this declarative statement tonight. I am a black belt, or I am a Anita. Sir. Whenever you're ready.
I am Anita.
I am a black belt.
I am a black belt.
So here's what we're going to invite you to do. We're going to invite you right after graduation. You're going to come hang your belt on the wall. But as a reminder to yourself, we're going to present you your black belt patch. But you, young lady, your symbol of change. Go ahead and put your arm through there.
Woo!
Good job. Let's give him a round of applause.
Man, two individuals who've been just helping out tremendously, coming in and helping teach. They've been going through so we have a CTI team, coach, trainers, and instructors. And they've been working very diligently, very hard. How do I become better? How do I convey this to someone else even better? And come on out.
All right.
These two individuals have been trainers for a long time, and Wiley, you went away for a little bit, and came back, and man, just immediately just started like, I want to teach again, and it feels good to go. Do you know what you're doing with youth? Yes. You got it? Yes. And I trust it, and I believe it, and I stand back and I can watch. And they can teach an amazing class. Anybody enjoyed a class with one of these?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So, I had somebody tell me it was at a Mountain Quest. So Mountain Quest is one of our events. Mr. Hayes is going to go to. One of the instructors there said, "Man, once you get this, you don't go back from this. There's no like, oh, I'm not an instructor today. No, once you get this, you are Mr. Hagar, always and forever. That's who you are, Miss Lila, or Mr. Robin, whichever you choose. Yeah, which one?
Miss Lila.
Miss Lila. Okay, but you'll always be that. I'm walking around Kings Island with my daughter, and somebody comes up and goes, Mr. Herbert. Somebody from here. Standing in line at Kroger. Oh, Mr. Herbert. Oh, it's somebody from here. From years ago. You will never not see this once you receive it. Okay, you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm just throwing it out there. Got that. Yeah, you're ready. Andrea, come on in. Got notes? Like, I asked Andrea to give a little talk at the end here, mostly because of so you have to write an essay to get your black belt. So it's like 500 words for youth, 1,000 for adults. Not long compared to what you're writing. Right? And the idea of what does black belt mean to you, or what did you go through to get it? Those are just some prompts for it. And man, we had a great essay. It was very heartfelt. It was soul crushing for a moment in there. I was reading it like, and there was this glimmer of light at the end that was. But it was a beautiful essay. It's really cool.
I'm Andrea, if you didn't catch that. I've been coming to Quest for a little over 4 years now. You might be surprised to hear this, but I actually started coming here mostly on a whim. It was one of those things when you're talking to your friends and you get excited, you're getting each other excited about something. Oh, I've always wanted to do martial arts. Oh, me too, I want to go do martial arts. Well, let's go do martial arts. Okay, where do we want to go? My friend, Natalie, she used to come here as a youth, and she stopped coming for a period of time. So we decided, hey, she knows this place, let's go try this out. And it was a lot of fun. When we started out, we came here together, me and my buddy, going and doing martial arts together. Every day that I came, I was really excited. It's Quest Day. It's time to go to Quest. I got to come here, got to wear a gi, got to feel all fancy, coming here, punching other people. It was great. I'm always learning something new. There was a point, though, where Natalie had to quit because she was busy dying from chemical engineering, as it happens. I was sad, but I kept coming because it was Quest, and I enjoyed it. And even though my buddy wasn't there, it was still fun, and it was still worth it. And then I went to level 2. Things started to shift a little bit. The kind of excitement that I felt, I really want to come to Quest, kind of turned to, it's Quest Day. I need to go to Quest. Maybe I should go. It's Tuesday, I should go. That was okay, because whenever I came, at the end of the class, there was always a moment when I came and lined up and I said, I'm happy I came. It was worth coming. I was genuinely thankful that I forced myself to come. And it was still fun once I actually got here, so it was still worthwhile to come. And then I came to level 3. And everything turned into a spiraling pit of despair. I should take a moment to clarify to those who are going to level 2 and level 3 that I'm not exactly sure when this happened. I'm just using it as a timeline. So you don't have anything to worry about if you're going to level 2 or level 3. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's not ominous at all.
The little things started to bother me. The little things weren't going right, and it felt like every single class I came, just the little things weren't going right. And over time it started to build up, and it caused me a lot of stress. The Quest turned into something I absolutely hated. And the idea of coming here made my stomach flip. And finally, around this past January, I went up to Mr. Stevens, and I said, I'm thinking about quitting Toshindo. Let's backtrack for a moment. What caused this person who loved martial arts so much to become so utterly miserable? And I'm fairly certain about half the people here already know the answer to that. As I said earlier, I started here 4 years ago. It was summertime, and I was between my freshman and sophomore year at the University of Dayton, double majoring mechanical and electrical engineering. And it wasn't actually that bad as it sounds, until senior year, which was horrible. But I survived. I graduated last May, and I felt like I was on top of the world because I finally finished college and the pain was over. And then I proceeded to make what has turned out to be the worst possible decision I could make. I went for my master's. And I'll spare you the details because, for start, I will never finish. The important thing to know is that my master's was actually somewhat kind of completely destroying my life, and kind of still is. It's made me reconsider almost every decision I've ever made. I felt like I was being pushed beyond the edge, and I had no idea what I could do about it. And at one point, I sat myself down and I promised myself that I was going to love myself more, and I was going to stop making myself go do these things that made me hate myself. And I couldn't do much about my master's because it's already half over, and if you quit your master's, everyone's going to be like, oh, why'd you quit? You're already half over. So I looked at my life and said, what else is making me miserable? And I told myself that if Quest was making me hate myself, I didn't want to do anything with Quest. I wanted to love myself more, and I didn't see how I can do that while continuing Toshindo. But isn't that why I started training? To love myself more, to learn how to defend myself and protect those around me, to learn something new. I joked and told people that my master's is destroying my life. Then out of nowhere, that joke actually came true. It was making me hate everything I used to love. And when I realized that, it made me hate more, because I let something external hate something that had nothing to do with it. When I went to Mr. Stevens and said I wanted to quit, what I was actually saying was, please convince me not to, because I know it's going to be a mistake. During that conversation with Mr. Stevens, I remembered something. A memory from when I was a kid. When I was in elementary school, there were days when I'd stay after, do activities. And when it was time to leave, you have to go through the main entrance. The main entrance passes by the gym. And in the gym on certain days, there'd be a martial arts class. And whenever I passed, I happened to glance in and go, oh, what are they doing? I want to see, I want to know. All these kids, dozens of kids, dressed in little gis, punching and kicking, practicing. I'm not even sure I understood what they were doing. I just wanted to be a part of it. But the person that I was didn't even think to consider to ask to be involved in some kind of martial arts. Instead, I pushed the idea to the back of my mind and convinced myself that it wasn't worth it. It feels so ridiculous standing here now that some 15 years ago it felt like a crazy, unobtainable dream just to achieve a single martial arts class. And now I'm getting my black belt. It's weird that I almost gave something up because of something unrelated, something else called my master's. I'm very thankful to everyone who knowingly and unknowingly convinced me to keep pushing through. So if I can offer 2 pieces of advice to you, the first would be not to get your master's. Don't do it. And the second would be don't let something external ruin the things that you love. When you feel yourself starting to slip and fall into that pit of despair, telling yourself it's not worth it, that you don't want to do it anymore, remind yourself why you're here. Remind yourself that you're here because you love what you do, and you love yourself, and you're here because it's where you want to be. It's easier to say it than to believe it, but cling to it, because you'll get through.
Please pick up their diploma. This is the paparazzi party. I invite you to take as many pictures as you possibly can and put them all over social media. There needs to be positive things on social media, so let's give them a round of applause!
Make sure you center up. Tall people in the back, short people in the front. Let's center up. There's too many people over here. I need you over here. Go this way. Over there. Great. Yeah, you can hold that up. You scoot back. Scoot back. You. All right. I need you to squish more. We're friends. We like each other. All right. All right. Everyone look at me. Say ninja on 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Is that it?
Everybody else stand.
One more. One more.
I'm all done.
We got the crowd here.
I'm just sitting here so I don't get anyone's way. Yeah.
All right, last one. 1, 2, 3. Ninja!
All right.